get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside, it's Pryor. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Here's a give the ball. Got enough for the first. Right down the gut of the field. The 40, the 30, at the 20. Touchdown Gators! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive took no time at all. Couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll move the wide receiver. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Sends it back in motion. Brown wants to pass. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all off.
Could be an alley. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Showing off the arm. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Kill. Ninja.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Brown will throw it. They've got the screen set up. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, on that third down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
There he goes. Got some room into the goal line. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Quarterback keeper. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He will not get there as the defense stops him again. They'll go jumbo package, 3 tight ends set on 3rd and goal. Marches ahead, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And he added the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. They'll give it to Ball. Spins away from the defender. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you want to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Gators will call on their punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Slips through the line. Can they catch it? They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. This offense has it with really good field position. On the option. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
The run inside. It's Singleton. Might have a chance. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Brown wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not one, not two, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Mays. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel.
Makes the catch and he's free. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I think with Florida, man, it's all about the quarterback position. When it was rolling at its peak, right, it was Jesse Palmer and Tim Tebow. That guy was pretty good, too. But, like, finding that guy that can make the plays. I think bringing in Buster Faulkner is a big deal. They'll have a great offensive identity. But, Palmer, Florida's good, and they got the trigger.
Well, the good news is they didn't have to leave the U.S. border to find the next guy like they did way back in the day. But you're right. I think Buster Faulkner really is the key. I thought one of the big moves for John Sumrall in the offseason was bringing in Faulkner as his offensive coordinator. One of the most difficult coordinators to defend. You ask any...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Yeah, and I like teams that are aggressive. When offenses go empty and spread you out, you only got so many guys to protect your quarterback, and the linebacker comes through and hammers the quarterback and gets the sack.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Jones to throw. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cobb. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. On the move. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Now on the option. Doing it himself again. He just could not get loose, and they'll knock him down 4 yards behind the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play. Fourth down here, it's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Mays. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Breaks into the open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Jones wants to throw it. Release to the back. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second down, he'll throw it. Pressure coming. A little screen to the running back. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field.
Got enough space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels. Now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Nothing doing. He is stopped short of the goal line. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run with Ball. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. Final timeout called by the Tigers. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it. or I can throw it if I see something opening. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with ball. He's not going to get there. The defense was sure tackling to stop him a few yards short.
Now, what a great job by this defense. Never giving up, man. Gave up some yards, get inside their own 1 on 4th and goal. And what did they do a good job of? Getting pushed, man. The big boys getting in the backfield, getting penetration, not letting a hole even open up, and they get the big 4th down stop.
The Gators are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd down, here's Washington. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He takes it at the 45. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Jones to throw. Got his man. And they just can't square him up, and he gets down to the 36. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Bought a little time, lets it go. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back.
And that's why these guys play defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
They'd be looking at a 53-yard field goal from here. Instead, they'll try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Last 4 minutes of the first half, first 4 minutes of the second half. That is a time window that oftentimes determines games, and you're seeing it potentially happen here. It was critical the offense was able to go down, drive the field, and score a touchdown here late in the first half, knowing they get the ball back first in the second half. And if they go out right away in the second half and good things happen, this game takes on a completely different feel.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll start on the ground with Washington. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head, let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look in on BYU taking on the Colorado State Rams. And it's the Cougars Looking to move to 4-0 on the young season, and they're in front right now, and they've done it with discipline. Kind of the calling card of this program.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Here's a give to Washington. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact.
Finding some room. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Third down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pop. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
Brown will throw it. And a big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Nice football intelligence, understanding I'm not going to get to the quarterback, I'm not going to sack him, but if I get a mid up in the air, if I get one of those paws up there while he's throwing it, I can get the deflection and still ruin the screen pass. Really, really nice job by that defender.
The Tigers will come to the line to convert on fourth down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Baugh again. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's reeled in. It's Brown. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Unloads it left. Complete downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
Man, this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not in this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Quarterback extends the play. Bought a little time, lets it go. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Gators, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Handoff for Ball. Not much room to run. Let's give him one to the 33.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Jones wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And at this point in the game, you just can't say enough about how good the defense has been covering this guy. Coming into the game, they knew he was the critical factor for this offense with his skill set.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On fourth down, going to the air. He's got him. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. You talk about taking the wind out of a crowd. A fourth down conversion will do that.
Yeah, they were jacked up in here, excited. The fans get loud, rush the passer, and how about the conversion? The big fourth down conversion here in the third quarter to give yourself some life in a tight ball game.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Look, that interception is not the quarterback's fault. It's those dumb coaches for putting him in the game.
Putting him in that position in the first place, right? I'll tell you what, let's give the defender some credit here. I think Reese, he just wanted the ball more. He did a great job in coverage, watching the QB, anticipating the receiver on his break. He went up, he plucked it.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking for space. It's Cobb. Picks up the first down. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
And this offense has really done a nice...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense...
Oh, he's got some space. Slides to the ground after picking up the first. Great play on 2nd and short.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On the option. Keeps it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles, and got him on the ground.
Blue 22. Blue 22. Here, 390, Twilight. 390, Twilight.
Brown wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on third down.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Got his man downfield.
And how about this coach, man? Trusting their offense, trusting their guys. You could punt the football away here on fourth down and see if your defense can end this game, but he wanted to end it on offense. He trusted his guys, and that is a huge fourth down conversion late in this football game.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. On the move. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. A mere 4 seconds after the clock stopped for the 2-minute timeout, the defense gets it stopped again, trying to get the ball back. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting it 4th.
Smashes it between the uprights. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
Hey, listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Jones to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. He's going to take off. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
What a great play by the defense. In a play like that, in this situation of the game, late, it's close, 3rd down, you gotta have it. And how about the pass rush? How about the effort getting to the quarterback?
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time is not on their side. Down 6 late. 4th down looming. They'll have to get this to stay in it. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here's a heat. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Auburn trying to work this clock down. The option look. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Third and 6 yards to go. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. And apparently oblivious to the concept of the play clock, it's another delay of game penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good! Huge 3 points to make it a 2-possession game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. These corners going to give them some space. Here's a throw downfield late. Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry